So normal labor has 4 stages, first, second, third and fourth. But today we will be discussing about the clinical course of normal labor. I can give you one example. যেমন আমরা মাটির জিনিস যখন বানাই, শক্ত মাটি দিয়ে কি আমরা আমাদের ইচ্ছে মতো কোনো শেপ দিতে পারবো? দিতে পারবো না unless the soil is soft enough to shape it as our wish, right? So just like that, cervix has to be softened, and for cervical softening, which is known as cervical ripening. So for cervical ripening, the cervix has to be additionally soft. So how it happens? As we all know that all the cells inside our body is protein in nature. So to break the protein, we need a proteolytic enzyme. So cervical gland itself secretes some proteolytic enzymes so that the cervix inside, the gland inside, it could be broken down and it could be further softened. So this happens in cervical ripening. This is under one preparation. Cervical preparation. After cervical preparation, the second one is contraction and retraction of the uterus. So there is an interesting thing. Suppose it's uterus along with cervix. The thing is, the uterine muscle fibers are made like a bucket. It's like bucket holding fashion. So if the contraction in the upper pole and the contraction in the lower pole happens at a time, then there will be a formation of physiological contraction ring. Physiological means that is absolutely normal. It's not pathological contraction ring. So when contraction occurs, it acts like this is contraction of the upper muscle fibers and it is the contraction of the lower muscle fibers. So as it contracts, the cervix will be dilated gradually. Okay? After that, number 3 is formation of bag of Mendel. So we can see that if the fetus is lying like that, that means longitudinal line with cephalic presentation. As we oxytocin receptors are here at a maximum rate, so the power of contraction will be maximum at the fundus and minimum at the near the cervix. So what happens? Through the podalic pole, the power of contraction will travel from fundus to the cervix. That means the fetus will be thrust down towards the cavity, okay, cervical cavity. So during each thrust, the amniotic cavity, which is loosely attached to the lower part of the uterus, it will bulge outside with amniotic fluid. So this part of the cavity is known as forewater and the part which lies behind the fetus is known as hindwater. After that, the main stage comes, that is known as visa turbo. So it's not an English term. Visa turbo means pushing from the back. That means the same thing what I have already told, that visa turbo pushing from the back means from the podalic pole the power of contraction travels and gradually the cervix get opened. And after that, one last important thing is, in first stage of labor, effacement. It comes under this cervical ripening plus effacement. So what is effacement? Effacement is nothing but we can see that cervix is tubular like that. Okay, this is This part is tubular. So, what happens if this tubular part suddenly becomes dilated? The thing will be this part that is known as fornix that will be completely lacerated during childbirth. So, the feasible thing is dilatation of the cervix along with merging of the cervix with the lower uterine pole so that the length of the cervix will be reduced in a fully effaced uterus. You can get a clear visual about normal labor. You people join Pratham Nursing Academy. So we will be discussing it later with new students in the coming July.